right, now I'm going to throw another C word out at you for subjects and predicates. So we looked at compound subjects and predicates yesterday, which means more than one. So there's multiple subjects or multiple predicates bouncing off of each other, but only multiple subjects with one predicate, multiple predicates with one subject. Today I am going to have you write complete subjects and predicates as your title. Now, complete subjects, complete predicates. These are the entire phrases that are attached to your subject or your predicate individually. So I'm going to give you a definition here. Complete subject, and I'll have you copy these notes down along with me, contains all the words attached to the subject. Okay, here's an example. Sailing ships ruled the seas long ago. Okay, so in this sentence here, we have our simple subject of ships. Ships are who or what the sentence is about, and that's just our simple subject. Our complete subject is then talking about all of the words before the subject or after the subject that are still kind of attached to that subject. Okay, so that would be, let's label ships as simple subject here. In this example, sailing and ships would be used to describe the complete subject. Here's another example, and as you get through the examples, you'll kind of start to sense a pattern here. The merchants merchants of Europe depended on these ships. Okay, so now the subject of the sentence, or the simple subject, is merchants. So I'm going to label that SS for simple subject. Now, some of these complete subjects are a lot easier to find than others. I would say that the first example was very easy because sailing is describing ships. That is the only other word attached to the simple subject of the sentence. So all of that is your complete subject. It's the complete phrase attached to the subject. Now down here, obviously we have to include merchants as part of the subject, but the merchants of Europe would actually be our complete subject. Let me give you the definition and the examples for complete predicate, and then we're going to revisit these sentences up here to kind of give you another hint. But you have to know what the complete predicate is before I can explain that. So complete predicate, I'm just doing it in a different color just so you can see the difference here when we start going back to these sentences up here. Complete predicate, if you didn't guess already, contains all the words attached to the predicate. All right, now let's look at these sentences above. I'm going to rewrite them down here. We're going to use the same sentences up there. You know what? Let's not rewrite it. Let's go back and visit the sentences up above instead of rewriting them down below. Now, your simple predicate in sailing ships ruled the seas long ago. Your simple predicate is ruled. Okay, that is the predicate. Ships are ruling. That is the action of the sentence. But the complete predicate is always, always, always going to be every single word after your simple predicate. The simple subjects kind of get a little trickier. Simple predicate, I think, is a lot easier to find in a sentence. You find your the complete predicate is a lot easier to find. Find your simple predicate. Label it. Every word after that predicate, including that predicate, until the sentence is done, is your complete subject. Complete predicate. Okay? In the sentence below, we have the merchants of Europe depended on these ships. Depended is the action, that's the simple predicate. But now my complete predicate would be everything after my simple predicate, but also including my simple predicate. That is the complete phrase, the complete predicate phrase. This would be the complete subject phrase, complete subject phrase. Biggest thing, I think the easiest thing to do is to find your simple predicate first, okay? When you find your simple predicate in any sentence you're given, draw a line in between or right before your simple predicate. Everything before your simple predicate is your complete subject. Everything after your simple predicate, including your simple predicate, is your complete predicate. It's the complete phrase attached to that verb or that action. Down below here, if I were to find my simple predicate first, draw a line right before that word. Everything after that line, including my simple predicate, is my complete predicate. Everything before my simple predicate is my simple subject. Okay, so let's write some rules down below here. If you're stuck or you're having trouble figuring out the complete subject, the complete predicate, here's what I would do. Number 1, find the simple predicate. I'll put SP as an example. Okay, that's going to be the first thing you do. So up in this sentence here, the merchants of Europe depended on these ships. We found our simple predicate, we labeled it. Then, step number 2, draw a vertical line right before the SP. So draw your vertical line right before your SP. Everything before your vertical line is your, I'm going to switch colors here, complete subject. And then everything after your vertical line, and then including, in all caps, your simple predicate, is your complete predicate. So it's every word in the sentence that is attached to the predicate is contained in your complete predicate, and then every word that's attached to your subject in some way, shape, or form, every word before your simple predicate is your complete subject. Okay, there will be a Google form attached to this assignment that you can take as many times as you need in order to get the score that you are wanting on it. You are going to be choosing whether the part in the sentence that is in all capital letters is a complete subject or a complete predicate. Okay? Let me know if you have any questions. Please feel free to go back and revisit these or pause this video throughout it if you need to finish up the notes in here.